You're listening to the How Is He podcast, brought to you by Carl Estimating, your one-stop shop for estimating and tender bids. Extra capacity without the payroll or HR headache. See carlestimating.ie.
Welcome back to the How Is He podcast. This week, it's more Who Is He rather than How Is He. We are going to introduce our new co-host of the How Is He podcast. On a personal note, I'm delighted to introduce Denis Byrne, as we've been very close friends for the last 30 odd years, Guich.
30 more, yeah. 30 plus, probably.
So I said 30 odd.
35, yeah.
It's a long time, ain't it?
Good time.
Good time. I'm not here for a good time. I'm here for a good time. Before you ask, I haven't fell out with Popa. He is still a massive part of the podcast, and Guich does have big shoes to fill. But unfortunately, due to work commitments, he can't join me in the main episode. But he will be appearing on the episode, on the bonus ones, whenever he can. So he's not gone, just not on the main episode. Anyway, on this episode we'll be talking all things Guich as we get to know him, and more importantly, why join me on the main episode each week going forward. Guich, welcome. This is the first one you've done where it's a focus on you rather than holy what? So you've done.
Which are the bonus
This
one?
must, are you in double figures? Yeah,
I'd say so. Yeah.
You must
Definitely,
be.
yeah, sure. Probably 11, 12, I'd say.
Is it?
Yeah. And then last year, sure, I was on with Badger,
Badger.
obviously, after we won the league, yeah. Yeah, so, yeah, the first time I've kind of been just focused on me.
Yeah, you look forward to it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
What are you
'cause I
holding
know
me
you'll
up
have-
around for?
I don't know. I don't know I'm on this.
Put down the sheep, Brian
Put
Dobson.
down for the stakes, yeah. Yeah, no, I am, yeah. I know you have some questions now. It's normal,
Yeah,
don't
we
you?
have
Yeah.
a few questions. We'll get to know you. We have the quick fire questions. Little website show, as we always do, sponsor show, all that crack, and then we'll get through. But I only brought down 4 questions because I know you really well. But some people who are viewers or listeners of this podcast mightn't know you. So first thing I would ask you is, for anyone listening who doesn't know you,
Yes.
who is Guich Byrne?
Who's Guich Byrne? Real name Denis Byrne, which is a surprise to people. Some people do actually think my real name is Guich. But I've been
No,
on.
don't.
Yeah, no.
Tell me an instance when someone thought your real name was Guich.
Actually, I'll tell you a good one. Dublin Marathon 2022
Straight to marathons.
or 2023.
Yeah.
Leslie's brother Brian, one of his kids, said, "Who's Denis Byrne?"
No way.
Yeah. Said, "Who is Denis Byrne?"
Really?
Yeah, they're Guich. They're like, really, we didn't think his name was
How
Denis.
old is that kid? He's young, right?
No, they're teenagers, like.
Oh, go away.
Yeah.
What do you think Guich was short for? What do you think?
I don't know, but yeah, a lot of people, and it wouldn't be the first time, Podge. People have often said, no, can't think of any other clear examples as that one. That was the most recent, but people have, I didn't know your name was Denis, or what is your real name? I think Joe Gordon down at Pat's,
Yeah.
actually season gone, said, sure name Denis. I think it was maybe from being one of the first episodes I was on
Okay.
here with G.
Yeah, I get that. I get that people wouldn't think it's your real name.
But it's not as if it's not a common nickname.
No, it's not.
Like there's not, I don't think so. Any other
What's the
Guiches out
background
there.
of it? Adam, was it?
Younger brother Adam, when he was younger, yeah, just started calling me Guich for some reason. I don't know why. It just stuck, yeah.
You've probably had it since you're probably about 11 or 12, I'd say, have you? Or before?
Oh, I'd say younger.
Would you?
Yeah. Adam is what? Adam is 34 in January. I'd
Yeah.
say probably 9 or 10 maybe.
Young.
Yeah, I've definitely had it. Yeah,
Fuck.
and just very very few people call me Denis.
Sure, same as I know Podge would be short for Podge, but a lot of people would think my name is Podge.
Yeah.
A lot of people would think it's not.
I thought it
Podge,
might, over the years it might wear off or whatever, but no, it's Guich,
No.
yeah. Denis in work, alright, yeah. And some people wouldn't know in work that I have a nickname.
Oh, would they not?
No.
Oh, everyone knows me as Podge.
Yeah, but Podge Porrig, it's not a massive
No, it's
shock,
not. And
but-
I'm not trying to go on the same level as Guich. Like, they
Yeah,
don't call me
yeah.
Pidge. Do you know what I mean?
Well, yeah, that's
It's
where it
Pidge
came
or
from.
real
So
name?
yeah, good few years now. It's very rare I hear Denis. Very, very rare.
Anyway,
Yeah.
tell us about you. Who was Denis Guich Byrne?
Denis, Guich, Byrne, yeah. Governing Park, St. Clair's Road. Born and bred, Governing Park, like yourself, Podge.
Yeah.
Um,
Pacific Palisades.
Pacific Palisades, yeah. Melrose Place, that's what we used to call it when we were growing up, yeah. But sure, look, the same as yourself, Podge. We were obviously just around Greg, Pats, Greg GA, pitch and putt. They were kind of our summers growing up, weren't they?
Yeah.
Look, there wasn't a whole else you were doing anyway. You were out on the street, especially in the summer, morning to night. Wouldn't have ventured up to town too much or anything.
Wouldn't have been allowed.
No, probably not. No.
Till you were probably 13 or 14.
Down around the bog, remember we used to have the park there. And I know you spoke about it on this before, and they were the kind of things we were just harmless enough stuff really growing up. Like
Yeah.
we would have been doing, and sure then we were in school, in the tech.
Greg as well. Remember
Greg.
we were third or
Well,
fourth.
Greg's school, yeah. You
was a year
were
ahead of
you stayed back a few years, didn't you?
5. Step
5
back
years,
5
was
years.
it? Yeah. And yeah, looked pretty normal that way. College then in Cardo, business degree, and then got a summer job down in VHI.
Yeah, and
in the post room.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I just chanced my arm with them. Went back then to finish.
How did that come about, that VHI role?
Somebody, I can't think of her name, a lecturer in the college, and she said she knew somebody in VHI that she'd try get me in for the summer.
Yeah.
And she gave me an email address. I emailed in, and I went down and done an interview, proper interview. I just thought I was going to get a summer job, like. So I had to do an interview down there, and that was third year. I just finished third year of college, worked there for the summer, went back to college, and then Hunga went in the following summer. And
2 years in it.
I didn't. Yeah, I wasn't going to go back to it. I was going to try to do something different, and I was finished college at this stage.
Yeah.
And Hunga was ringing me, come on, back down. We'll have a bit of crack, driving up and down together and all that. So ended up down there again, another summer contract, and then we were just given a 12 or 13 month contract to go into the call centre.
Yeah.
Sure, there ever since.
What year is that?
That would have been 20. What would have been
07?
No, it would have been later because I was in college and definitely for 2 Champions Leagues in 2008 and 9. So
10, would it be?
10, 11 time, yeah. Summer of 2009.
Is when you went full time?
Yeah, full time down there, yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, left in 2015 because I went to Australia. And then when I came back from Australia...
Straight back. Well,
2017 I went back there then, so...
But that's
nearly
because
10 years back.
You had to break. You had to have a long.
There was no career breaks or anything at the time, yeah. So I went working with Maguire on the sites.
Yeah.
Doing the electrical work, yeah.
We had a van and everything.
I had a van, white Cooper Star van, yeah. Thought it was a great lad going around.
Yeah.
Pliers in the back of it. Yeah. So that was about, I'd say I was only, how many months did I do that? Maybe 7 or 8 months up in Dublin. Maguire, Brian Quigley, Keen Dowling.
Yeah.
I just started his apprenticeship. Yeah.
First Stuart Murphy's company, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Stuart.
And then, back to where it all began then.
Back to VHI.
Ever since, yeah.
Took a different route though, you weren't on the phones ratting.
No. I finished when I was kind of in the claims area when I finished up in 2015, and then I went back and I was kind of went back into the call centre area, but I had so much experience of other parts of the company. I was kind of floating around doing different kind of jobs, and then moved into IT. I've been in IT since, yeah.
Enjoy you?
Yeah, I do, yeah.
You didn't do IT in college though?
No, that's the thing, yeah. I done a business degree.
Yeah.
And then kind of always in the back of my mind had a liking kind of for IT but your IT is so broad, Podge. Like, you could do anything. There's software. There's different parts of IT that you can be in. So yeah, I kind of enjoy it, especially when it's not something I would have done in college or would have been overly great or thought I'd ever end up in IT.
Many years? Yeah, no, you had a good few years now, weren't you?
5, nearly 5.
5 years at it, are you?
Yeah. I'm back there since 2017. I went in 2022. Yeah, May 22.
Talk to me about Australia. Why'd you go?
Went to Australia. Why are you smiling at?
None. You're smiling.
I was actually meant to go a few years before that, and I didn't. Myself and Dugouts were meant to go. Dugouts talked me into it. Okay, and I was like, so kind of got it into my mind, I need to go now. And then Dugouts got a job
Yeah.
the company he's with now, actually, fairly sure it was. And
He's with him a long time.
Yeah, he got that job, and he said he kind of went quiet on me. Didn't hear anything about Australia. Didn't hear anything. So he was after putting the idea into my mind, and I didn't want to go on my own, so I didn't bother going then. And probably a few years later, 25, I would have been 28, 29. Then I said, you know what, I was thinking, if I don't go now, I'll never
You're
go.
never going to go,
No,
yeah.
I'll never go, yeah. I know he asked me that as
Why?
well.
Why
I
did you
went
ask
to
him?
Australia.
Yeah.
Did I follow someone over?
I
Yeah,
they
you were
didn't
gonna
say.
say that, yeah.
What?
Yeah, so Leslie was in Australia at the time, but we weren't going out with each other.
Yeah.
And she'd been there probably 5 years at this stage.
Leslie was over for a long time.
Oh,
wasn't
she was there, yeah. She was there for a good few years. She was there 5.5 years altogether.
You didn't. The perception is why the perception is you went
I know
over
why,
for
because you were
love,
like
right?
a Cheshire cat asking
Yeah,
a
yeah.
question.
But that is the perception, right? But did you go over there for love?
Did I go? You're putting me on the spot here now.
Did you?
It was part of me. It was in me thinking, yeah, when I was going.
So you did?
over. Yeah. No, I
Well,
didn't.
what's wrong with that though? That's,
No.
That's romantic, man.
Like the intention was that we would meet up, like yeah.
Yeah.
But I didn't really expect anything to happen, or
It's meant to be, fella.
Yeah, no, like, and we were in different cities. Like I only met up with her when she was going home. So I was there from July. Actually, her mother went over in July and saw her for a couple of weeks. Around the same week I went, and then I went to her in December.
But
she was planning on going home. Like, if I had went earlier, she might have stayed.
Yeah,
And we might have stayed out there together then.
But there was only a small window of time that you weren't like what
A couple of, well, sure.
6
2
months.
years. Oh, sorry, that when she came home.
Yeah,
Yeah, she came home in December.
and you were home then in
Smullen got married in the middle of March.
yeah.
I was home then, back for the wedding. Yeah.
So there wasn't that long. 4 months then.
Yeah.
So how long were you separated before you went? You weren't that long finished. You and Leslie, were you?
Yeah, sure.
Would you been
4 years, sure, I'd say.
Was it?
She was there for 5.5 years altogether. Like,
Fuck.
yeah. Yeah, so
Fuck.
yeah, she'll get a good laugh out with this now, so she will.
Yeah, she texted me. That's what she
Yeah,
said.
I knew well. I had it.
She didn't.
It's not in the questions you sent me, but I knew well you were going.
Well, when you brought, I was going to say if you want to bring up Australia, we had to be honest. Like,
Yeah.
I don't mind, but does that embarrass you when you said that
No, it
you went
doesn't.
over?
No, genuinely.
I know
doesn't,
lads
no.
where you wind you up and give you a
Yeah,
bit of stick over.
Like,
on
you
it,
know
but-
what? Like, to be honest, most people said, I knew that's where you were going, and you know.
But I would have never said that.
happen.
I
Like,
would
yeah,
have
no,
obviously I would have been. I'm really good friends with you at the time, and I remember you asked me out for breakfast, and you told me you were going to Australia, but it would never cross your mind that you were going for.
Yeah, no, it definitely part of it.
It's all right, though.
Thinking like, yeah. I
It's
thought I
alright.
was being subtle by going to the far side of the country. Because it's about a 5-hour flight. I was in, where was I? I was in Sydney. I just moved to Sydney. I was living with Jeff Egerton. Oh,
Yeah.
Jeff from Greg.
Yeah.
Living with Jeff in
Just
Sydney.
over there, is he?
Yeah, he is,
Yeah.
yeah. And Leslie was in Adelaide. So there's a good couple of hours of a flight, like.
It was 6 hours, I'd say. is it?
Yeah. It was definitely, it was 4 or 5 hours or whatever, yeah. And
You happened to be
I
going.
remember
to
I booked in. I went for a couple of days, and she went to work. The day I was going home, she went to work,
right.
and I thought I was waiting to go to the airport or whatever I was doing, and I turned on the news, and all flights were cancelled into Sydney.
No way.
Yeah, there was thunderstorms and like severe lightning strikes and everything.
Fuck.
Yeah, so I actually ended up staying for another 2 or 3 days after.
Of course
yeah.
you did. What a
Yeah.
coincidence.
I know, yeah, it was funny. Probably didn't believe me that the flights were cancelled. No, I did have a return flight booked because I was starting a job in
Yeah.
Sydney. So
You were in the business. You were like, where were you
work
working?
for an insurance company.
Yeah.
There's a good few Irish working there, a good few English, like people that are just in for a couple of months for their visas and that. Yeah.
Yeah. What would you say? What would you, like? It's obviously a very popular place for Irish people to go.
Yeah.
What is your take on it? Like, what is your take on Australia?
I wish I went when I was a bit younger,
Okay.
because when I went over, I was after being working for whatever X amount of years.
Yeah.
And I was used to just having a Monday to Friday job. You might go out with the weekends, you might not go out with the weekends. And and
You were reared. You were big.
yeah, exactly.
You were,
I was late 20s.
Yeah, you
I
weren't.
wasn't far off.
You weren't
like
on
30,
the. You weren't on
I
the
wasn't out of
chase or the
college.
jolly. You were
No.
reared. Like you were business. You were business ready. Like.
Yeah, and I had no interest in going like backpacking on my own or
Yeah.
going to hostels and all that kind of stuff. Like, you know, I probably regret not going a little bit earlier
Yeah.
than
Is
than
that
when
is
I
that a
did go.
genuine regret? Even though you went,
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
do you think you would have done it much different if you had went earlier?
yeah, I think so.
You would hostel
Yeah, I
hop
think
and all
so.
that. Crack.
Yeah. Would have saw maybe a little bit more of it, but but then again, like I wouldn't have been really one that I would have travelled on my own.
Yeah.
I did go over on my own, and I had a couple of people. Like in fairness, Dugout's sister Emma was really good, and her husband
Jeff
Aidan.
Eggert, obviously.
Yeah, I stayed with them. I stayed with Jeff. So
Yeah.
like there was people I knew. Jay O'Reilly
Mm.
was in Perth as well. He's still there. So there was people I knew that I could maybe, stay in with for a couple of days.
Network with.
So I kind of did go on my own, but I wasn't going to a country that I didn't know anybody.
Yeah, you weren't
and I
landing
knew
in.
there was Irish. And
Yeah.
I knew there was.
I think you have the
people that are on their own,
personality,
like-
though, guys, that you'd manage anyway.
Yeah, look, maybe. Yeah, maybe. But I often think of it. Probably should have went a little bit earlier. Yeah, because like you said, I was reared or I was.
You were business
Yeah,
ready.
and
You were
was-
salary ready.
Yeah, look,
That makes sense.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I didn't want to be doing too much messing
Yeah,
around.
you weren't going to go over there to pull phosphorus in a bar or anything like that. You know what I mean? Like you
No.
were going over there to if I get a job, it's going to be a high level job. And
Yeah, I wasn't going over there. Somebody just out
Yeah,
of college, like.
exactly.
But
I think to use the word regret though is because you've done it.
well, I'm glad. Yeah, because look, it's like anything. You'll regret the things you don't do.
Yeah.
Do you know?
Do you have any other regrets?
Do you have any other regrets from that time?
Anytime.
Yeah, I do. I do from a sporting point of view. I regret not having the commitment levels I have now when it comes to fitness. Growing up, when I obviously we were growing up, we were very successful with Greg, with Pats, winning championships, leagues, cups, all that kind of stuff. But when it kind of came to the adult side of it, maybe 18, 19, 20, I wasn't committed enough. And I do really, really regret that. And it's probably a big part of why I was involved with Pats the last couple of years was I didn't want to see other lads that maybe had potential. Because I would have been told, look, you'd be good enough to play. Lads would be saying, come on, you need to come up and train and all that. But I would commit to it at the start, but I wouldn't see it out. Because I'd be going out. You're young, you're going drinking.
Yeah.
You'd be going up to watch it. You go up to Laois matches, Croke Park. You'd be going to United matches, and all of a sudden, if I went out on a Saturday night and I went out on a Sunday night, like I wouldn't go training Thursday.
Yeah.
4 days later because I'd be hungover or I'd be thinking, oh, do you know what? And you're not fit then. And what was happening then was you were kind of drifting back in, especially with Greg, kind of drifting back in around senior setups and all that. Would have been playing junior, fine, you get away with won junior championships and all that, but you would have been playing senior or in around the senior setup, but not playing. And not a hope you're even going to play any championship or anything like that because you hadn't trained. You hadn't put the effort in. But a manager wouldn't have told you to go away, And there would have been, not just me, there would have been plenty of lads like that. So I have a regret as to how all that kind of went in relation to just committing and not having, like the commitment I'd have now towards fitness. And Noel Fleming, Weedy, was out running, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 years ago. And he wound down the window. He's like, you fucking bollocks, you wouldn't run when you're under 14s. You know what I mean? So
I think there's a thing with that though, guys. I think the fact that you had plenty of success at juvenile level, I think it sits in the psyche that you're going to carry on the same success.
and it's going to be handed to you. You don't need to work for it. And I couldn't identify that you had to work as hard as you had to work. Which other people were doing the same as me. Don't get me wrong. They were going out, but they were going out on a Saturday and a Sunday, and they were going running on a Monday, or they were going to the gym, or they were going training. But I wasn't. And all of a sudden, I'd miss 4 or 5 training sessions.
Yeah, and look,
and I'd flow back in then, and I'd be overweight, or I'd be very unfit.
But the really funny thing is, guys, you would have been a year below me. Your bad year would have been my good year in GA.
Yeah, so you're 85, I'm 86.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the funny thing is that when you were a juvenile, I actually think you would have never missed a session. When you
Not as a juvenile.
from
No,
pens
no.
all the way up till minor, you wouldn't be missing a training session because
No.
you enjoyed it. It was
Yeah,
fun.
yeah,
But then when it gets a little bit serious and you're playing senior football
yeah.
and you've had the success at juvenile, you think that, well, the success is always going to be there and I don't have to change my application.
Yeah,
And I don't think that people realise.
yeah. What's needed?
Yeah. I don't think they realise.
Yeah, and you can do both to a certain extent. And say when using football as the example, like if you're playing championship at the end of July, like you can probably get away with maybe April, May into June, going out and enjoying yourself. You know,
Yeah.
you can't deprive yourself of having a life and having a good time
Yeah.
and all that side of it. But then you still need to be able to train Monday, Tuesday, whatever, and not disappear for a couple of days. And then once maybe 4 weeks out before championship, you'd
Knuckle down.
knuckle down. No, look, there was drink bans and all that kind of stuff, but sure.
I think it's ridiculous.
Yeah, no,
Drink
you don't. I
bans,
don't really
for
hear
fuck's
about them
sake.
anymore. Look, but that's probably a regret. The same with the soccer, with Pats. Like I would have played under you when we were in Kilkenny, first team. Would have
right.
been in and out. Then I was back in
Yeah.
20.
Oh,
Came
so
back
you
from
would've
Australia with
played
Euros and
juveniles
all.
the whole way up. And,
Yeah. So that is a massive regret. Yeah, and it's probably why I try and when I was at Pats and there was a couple of lads who I would have saw myself in them.
yeah.
And you're trying to get the message through to them, look, stop messing around
Your talent
because
isn't enough here.
by the time you realise you'll be 35 or 6
Yeah.
and you'll have won
I've often heard you say that in groups and things, to be fair.
just to try and drive that home. So I kind of don't want lads to make the same mistakes I made.
I was surprised you actually said that as a regret because currently where you are in the sporting side of your life, you're playing a bit with Laois Masters, you're back playing with Greg, you ran the mountains over there in Wales, Snowdonia, right?
It's not on here, yeah.
You've done marathons, the half marathons. Currently, guys, you're probably as fit as a 40-year-old could be
Yeah.
compared to during them times.
It's funny because talking to Dockets was 40 in March and Dockets has never been as fit in his life either.
Yeah,
Like Dockets is in very good shape, and probably another lad maybe, and he won't mind me saying this, who
very
would have been
talented.
in and out of kind of say squads with Greg and all that kind of
Yeah,
stuff, and,
yeah.
and didn't maybe fulfil at senior level what kind of potential he had as well. And yeah, it was just the two of us were kind of having a laugh about it, like
Yeah.
you know what I mean? That why didn't we do this 20 years ago, and why is it after now all of a sudden, like
Yeah, but like there's an element there where you have to live your life as well, and sometimes the finer things in life can distract you from what you really love, as in sport and success. Sometimes a Saturday night in the Foundry sounds a lot better than a Sunday morning in the trenches.
Yeah, and I was picking the Saturday night over the Sunday morning.
Yeah.
And I was missing the Sunday, and then you're missing the Tuesday and the Thursday, and that. Where now, it's completely different now. It's like
It's what it should have been back then. But that's why I would think that. I'm surprised it's actually that, because I think what you've done with yourself, and I look up to you, and I've said it to you. I think what you've done with yourself physically, mentally, wow. Like, I mean, and it's in a short space of time. Like, it's over pre-COVID, so less than a 10-year spell where you're getting to a peak physical condition that you would have never been in your mid-20s. So I think it's harsh for you to call it. No, obviously it's your regret, it's not mine, but I just think it's harsh for you to call it a regret. I think what you've done probably outweighs any medals you'll ever get.
Yeah, look, maybe so. Yeah. I don't know, but I'll always have that kind of regret in the back of my mind.
Yeah, little area. I do get it, because you wouldn't have been the most talented.
What?
No, you wouldn't have been the most talented soccer player or Gaelic player, but you were an absolute terror. Like, I remember watching you play. I've said it on this podcast before. Yourself and Lee Murphy up in the wall.
Yeah.
Like,
Shoulder.
You're a proper winner. Like
Yeah.
there's an old nasty streak to you as well. If
Yeah, look, I was never anywhere past the halfway, whether I was playing soccer or Gaelic. So it would have been just always old school defend.
Yeah.
Don't want the ball. Don't want to be doing ticky-tacky stuff. Don't want to go and try and beat 4 players up, going up the line or anything like that. I just wanted to tackle hard, win the ball, let it off, and let the skillful lads do it.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what I would have always liked to do, and I would have had probably a bit of a reputation as being a bit maybe
You're filthy.
dirty.
Yeah.
Well,
No, you're filthy.
I like the hard tackle. I like to tackle hard. I
You like to tackle hard.
I did, and
But even playing Astro, which in that you'd like,
yeah.
you know, I've many games of Astro we would have played together. Thousands, probably down through the years.
Yeah.
And you would have always left it in, like, or
Yeah,
the Spanish lad might come out if we were getting, you know, like you've been there, like.
Yeah. No, I would have. That's kind of what I would have based my game around, because I wasn't interested in goals or assists or. Don't put me past the halfway line. Like, I don't want to be up there. I want to be back here getting down into the dirty part of the game. You know, putting tackles in, shoulders, that kind of stuff, and
Clear the ball,
get the ball out,
turn it off,
give it to the lads that are looking for all the accolades. And that.
Yeah,
You
would, yeah. Talk to you about Laois Masters.
Good crack. I tell you what, the Masters thing is, it's competitive enough. Like, there's some counties take it very, very serious. Most counties are in it. Carlow aren't. Don't think Carlow been in it for a few years, but most counties are. Tomas Brett is involved with it.
He's a manager, is he?
Well, he's kind of on the management team the last couple of years, and a few of us were eligible to play this year. So we played Westmeath in Emo about 3 or 4 weeks ago, and there was 8 lads from Greg playing.
Brilliant.
Yeah, so there's that part of it as well. Is great. Brilliant. That you're playing with lads that you know, and then you're playing with lads that you would have played against, maybe a bit of junior and senior and that kind of stuff. But it's competitive enough. It's quicker than I thought as well. You know, there's players who are probably still playing club, like playing
club senior,
intermediate, could be playing senior.
Oh.
Yeah. But it's funny that Frank Finn is the manager of it, and he's very passionate. He's Dempsey's man, and he said in the dressing room before the West, like, it's a bit of a social thing. I'll be honest, like, you know, lads go in, you're playing with Laois, you want to win the game, but there's a few pints after it, and there's that kind of side to it, and there's always lads not available for whatever reason. Usually play on a Saturday at 2:00. And there's lads away with family, holidays and all that kind of thing. But Frank said it before, we played Westmeath, like I said, over in Emo, and he said, lads, whether you're playing with Laois under 12s, 14s, 16s, whatever it is, to wear a Laois and wear your county jersey and go out and play, and especially play with lads from your own club.
Yeah.
He said there's no better feeling, and Lee said the same, went over with Lee that night, and he just said he felt the pride in playing.
Of course,
whether
you
it's
would.
Masters or what it is, like,
Of course
because
you would.
I suppose that's all we can play. We're not going to play with these seniors, like, you know.
Yeah, but it's probably something that's happened that you probably wouldn't have thought happened 10 years ago. You would say, well, is there any chance I have playing the counties down in Swanee? Like,
they're going a few years, and Brett's involved with them a few years, and he actually said it to me last year about playing. I said, no, I'm too young to play. Like, you know, I mean, last thing you said you were too young to play something.
Yeah.
He said, no, I said I'm too young, so because I was 39 when it started, I could play it. Like, you have to. It's like, I think it's like the 35s with the soccer.
Once you turn the edge during the season.
In the season, you can play. So we're playing Clare away.
They played there last week, did they? For you, I think
when
you
I was
missed
in
the last
London,
game.
they played Kildare, Beck Kildare, yeah. Bit of needle in it as well.
Most of the score was from Greg, sure. Most of the scoring was done from Greg.
Hunga's playing.
Hunga's flying,
yeah. We should have half forward line, I think, was Hunga, Bob and Lee.
Blondie, yeah.
John was there.
Yeah.
Aylward.
Yeah.
Dyler.
Yeah.
Then there's myself and
Murph, obviously. You mentioned Murph.
I was missing. I think I was the only Greg lad missing.
Okay.
Yeah, from the Kildare game. Yeah, Beck Kildare. So we're playing Clare away in Shannon this weekend, and then Cork. Have Cork at home.
What is the? Just give me a brief structure inside. What's the structure of it like? Is there grade?
Yeah,
levels?
so you kind of. It's almost the kind of thing where you might not want to win all your games because you could get up at the very top. It's like it's a full table, but you could to break it into threes or whatever, then into 3 sections. But you could go up, like, there's some counties who are training for this, like, really, really.
You don't
strong
train, do they?
No. Maybe they did in previous years, but like, there's lads playing club and lads like I'm running, say, so
flat out,
you'll have a bit of fitness, and
Yeah.
lads are doing something. There's not too many lads that aren't doing anything at all.
Yeah.
Or lads are coming off, like the likes of Lee obviously is playing 35s and he's coming off the back of a season with New York. Hunga's 35s, Dyler's 35s, Aylward.
Yeah.
Bob is still
Playing a bit
tipping
junior.
away, junior train and senior with
Senior,
Greg
yeah.
as well.
GB Fisher, Bob is in good shape.
Yeah, he's
be
good, a good engine in fairness. He's UG midfield. But yeah, it's enjoyable. But the fact that I think it's having all the club lads
I think it's massive.
together as
Yeah,
well.
I think it's brilliant.
And you're playing against other counties and that.
Do you know what I think is great from a club aspect of that Masters is that you're playing with, say take Blondie for example, or even John and Bob. Say take them three as an example.
Yeah.
Many times would you go watch them play senior for Greg when you were 17, 18.
Yeah.
You would have been like, oh, they're great, I know you're playing with them.
Yeah.
So there's that kind of aspect to it as well,
Yeah,
isn't there? Like
yeah.
that you're actually not that almost like playing with your heroes kind of thing.
But
Do you know what I mean?
yeah, no, definitely, yeah. You're kind of going, even like I know who would have been, say, Paul Lauder from Emo.
Yeah.
Because it was obviously he played the Emo game, like, and you're thinking you would maybe not playing with lads like that, like.
Yeah.
Who else would you know? And it was playing Conor Gorman. Conor Gorman was in the goal. Who else would you know? See, the thing is, there's loads of lads in the group.
Revolving
Arnie
door.
Mann, for example, is in the group.
Yeah.
Arnie played against Westmeath when I was there. Not sure if he played against Kildare. Gavin Dearn,
Yeah.
but Gavin actually got injured before the first game, so he hasn't been around.
Good pats, man.
Gavin, yeah. So
Or used to be.
no, it's very enjoyable. Yeah, it's really good. It's only another couple of games is all, and it'll wrap up then.
It doesn't go into a round robin round. It doesn't break out.
No, you kind of go into there's just a semi-final and final then for each of the
sections.
Yeah,
Brilliant.
Yeah,
So you get at least get semi-final.
Yeah, no, it's good because I can do that and I'll keep running and that, tipping away.
What should the people who listen and watch this podcast expect from you?
But I'll try to bring a bit of humour anyway.
Yeah.
At your expense probably.
Yeah, that's all right.
More than
I don't mean that.
I know. Look, I'll try to have a bit of a laugh, obviously where we can, depending on guests, and we have a laugh on the bonus episode and all that.
Yeah.
I'll be prepared.
Yeah.
Is the one thing I'll probably say, and it's what a lot of people have said to me since I started doing the bonus one was that I'll have my research done.
Yeah.
And it's kind of something I was thinking about it earlier on, and what's struck me the last couple of weeks is that the kind of thoughts of talking to people that I don't know and having an interest in, it's that curiosity of people that you don't know. I think, and based on that, then I'll have done a bit of homework on who the person is or what they're involved in and all that kind of stuff. So, well, I hope anyway.
Yeah.
A bit of humour, like, and look, I think we've done a few at this stage now already, Podge, but we'll bounce off each other because I know I can say anything to you at all. There's nothing off limits, and you can say anything to me, and we know that.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think that there'll be nothing missed. And what I mean by that is you could fact check me live.
Yeah.
And you will.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like there'll be
and
nothing
I'll do
missed.
it for the right reason.
100%.
I won't do
100%.
it. Yeah.
You're not doing it to embarrass or show me up or whatever. But yeah, I think we'll kind of have a dynamic. If I was to ask, if you were to ask me that question, what you would bring,
what you want to say.
yeah, I think the humour element is massive. But I think as a co-host, it'll be easy to replace what's missed, from the sense that what Popa bring, you can also bring. It's not like it's been replaced with someone that's not on his level.
Yeah.
Right. So I think for people to listen and watch, I think that's an easy dovetail.
Yeah, no, I'd agree. Yeah.
And I think you'll bring a level of fucking sarcasm that probably wouldn't be measured on a sarcasm scale. Which I think is absolutely fantastic, and I'm looking forward to it going forward. We spoke about your running, and as a friend of yours, a good friend of yours, there was definitely a massive lifestyle change in yourself.
Yeah.
Probably going back 7-8 years, maybe.
Yeah.
Talk to me about that.
So probably, I suppose it coincided where the running started really, Podge. And I suppose it was off the back of my sister Sinead passing away in December
God bless her.
18. Because I ran, so look, obviously that's a massive blow. And I kind of felt at the time, it can go two ways. You can either get into something now and keep yourself focused, keep your mind right and all that kind of stuff, or you can go down the other route, or you can be drinking and down a slippery slope. And that happens, and people do that, and you have different ways of dealing with grief and all of that, like, you know. So I chose the running route, and I kind of I chose it. First of all, I ran for a hospice that Sinead had been in Coventry. Myself and my brother-in-law Ray Regan. Ray had been doing a bit of running, and he says, "Yeah, I'll do it with you." And it was kind of one of those things where if I told people I was going to do it, they might say he won't do it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
He won't do it.
Yeah.
I bet you he won't do it.
Yeah,
A bit like going back to the whole thing with Greg. Oh, I'm training.
Yeah.
I'm here pre-season with Pats. I'm in.
Yeah.
This is brilliant. I'm in the gym. I'm doing everything. And then all of a sudden, where's Guich gone?
Yeah.
I saw him out the last 3 days. Or, you know, he's after doing something different now. So I said, do you know what? I'll do it. And I said, I won't let Sinead down. I'll finish it out. And in fairness, I got talking to Jamie Malone, and Jamie was brilliant. Like, Jamie, we sat down, had a bit of breakfast, and he said, look, I'll do up a plan for you and all this. Now, I wasn't doing any running at all at this stage. I might have done maybe a grey couch to 5K to February before that, so maybe a year before that. But I had no interest in running. Like, I didn't think I'd go out and run 5K. And so a half marathon, I was thinking, do you know what? Rather than diving into a marathon, when you don't have any running experience or you don't have anything in your legs, just do a half. So that's kind of where it all started, really. Podge was kind of trying to keep myself busy.
Yeah.
But probably in a way I was running away from grief as well, if you know what I mean. And I think that's probably something where a lot of lads, and I think a lot of men especially, they'll do something to take their minds off what has happened. And that's what I was doing. So I was doing this and I was going to keep myself busy, but I wasn't really dealing with what had happened.
Do you think that you're lucky that you chose to avoid the grief that way?
Oh no, absolutely, yeah. Because
do you think you're harsh on yourself saying that you're running away from it? Literally.
No, yeah. Pardon the pun. No, I don't, because at the time I didn't think that. At the time I was.
So you don't know when you're living it, right?
No, exactly. Yeah, and everything is raw, and you don't believe things have happened, and you're not denying something has happened. Don't get me wrong, but you're doing everything you can to run away from it.
Yeah.
So rather than kind of running towards it, I literally ran away from it.
When do you stop running away from it?
When did I, or when do you?
When do you? When did you?
I probably didn't really. And that's...
Grief isn't strange to you, Guich. Isn't strange to your family.
No,
and
that was the first. That was, obviously the first of a couple of deaths within the family, I suppose, within a very short space of time. So that's kind of where, like I'm saying, that's where it started.
Yeah.
And then I was running, and I was kind of kept on running with the training that, but I was probably not doing myself any favours either by not dealing with what had happened, like, So I kept on the running. So probably to answer your question, it was a better direction to go than go down the
alternative.
The alternative, yeah. And that's where the lifestyle changes then, the eating, just being healthy, and kind of running and being healthy, probably to stop yourself from drinking.
What's your...
as well, like,
Sorry, no, what I have to ask. What's your understanding of grief?
I don't know, really, to be quite honest. Like grief, it's not just crying. For example, some people might think, grief is crying. It's obviously coming off the back of something horrific that's happened, you know, in your family or to you or to whatever the case is. But I couldn't put it down to anything in particular. I think there's lots of different elements to it.
Yeah.
To grief. There's an emotional side of it, which I wouldn't have been emotional. So there's...
Fair point, yeah, I would agree with that.
And I think that's back to what I'm saying when it comes to men and it comes to boys in particular, that they don't
let the guard down kind of thing.
Yeah, like you're told from a young age, big boys don't cry.
Yeah.
And that's instilled into your mind. So, and you're trained not to deal with, or to talk about things.
Yeah. So
to me, like that's grief. You know, there's an emotional side of it. There's the non-emotional side of it, which is keeping it in.
Yeah.
Which doesn't help because you're keeping it in, and then other things happen, and it's another layer on top of that, and then it's another layer on top of that, as well.
Almost like you feel like it's not okay to grieve. I can't grieve here. I can't be seen to be grieving here.
Yeah.
And not only in the tear sense, in every sense.
Yeah.
So then you look for an excuse to probably, because look, I've on the grief scale, I'm not nowhere near, you know, yourself, but I mean, yeah, I do get that. I get what you're saying 100%, because you try and get something to replace the grief, but it doesn't matter how much you replace it. It doesn't go until you learn how to grieve.
Yeah, and it gets bigger.
Yeah,
the longer you leave something, the bigger it'll get. So that for me, that was the running and the lifestyle thing was. I know we've kind of gone off a little bit.
No, I love it.
Tangent on it, Podge. Yeah.
Perfect.
But like, it was to keep me and my mind focused. Like I didn't start running or anything to win a marathon or to start getting medals. It was
occupy the mind.
It was talking about get fit. Don't get me wrong. Get fit. You can get in shape, but at the same time, I was doing it for the right reasons and almost doing it for the wrong reasons to a certain extent, that I was running away from what was going on in life.
But as I said earlier on, you're so lucky that you chose that path.
Yeah, oh, absolutely, yeah.
Where are you now?
It's obviously other things. Yeah, sure happened after that, within a couple of years, with my mother and father as well. But it's probably a weakness I have, in the sense that I'm probably too much of a closed book when it comes to this kind of stuff. Like, very, very much a closed book. And I don't know why. I think it's just maybe something that I've kind of taught my brain to be like this. Because obviously, you'll know, your mother got very sick when we were very young, like only 7 or 8. So, and obviously, look, great family around me. Obviously, I'm the second youngest of 6, and you know, all of that. Like, really, really lucky that I was looked after that way. But never would have spoken out about it or spoken to anybody, and then kind of things weren't really.
It wasn't the norm.
They weren't available, or they weren't. Well, maybe they were available, but they weren't
the norm,
as readily available as they are now.
Where we come from, it wasn't the norm.
No, it wasn't. No, and again, and you know, growing up, I never used anything that was going on in my personal life to get an advantage or to get ahead. And a lot of people in school, when I was in 6th year, some teachers found and said, I didn't realise your story at home and all. So I never really would have. I never used it. I didn't. But I never spoke about it. Yeah. So
has that changed for you?
Not. I'm not going to lie. Probably not. No.
Okay.
No.
And do you want it to change? Like, is it?
Because it affects other people around you when you're not. Yeah. You know, portraying your emotions.
Yeah. But it's not something that internally you can help.
No.
It's something that it's something that you're harboring. Do you know? Yeah. And it is from your upbringing, and our upbringings would be very similar.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you know? You don't deal with shit like that. No. Do you know? You don't.
No, you just kind of. It's like, we'll get on with it, and
there's
somebody else in a worse position than me kind of thing. But then, obviously, when you let something fester and linger for so long, it'll just get worse and worse.
It'll
and
grow.
worse. And then
It'll grow.
a couple of things come together at the same time. And
Yeah.
like I said, it's kind of the impact it has on others, because there's other people, not just me, living through all of this, and then people have to be with me
Yeah.
when I'm not.
But all them big things that happen in your life at the time, be it grief, be it bad news, whatever it may be, people forget that in your mind, a grain of rice tips the scale.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So you could be
Yeah.
carrying a lot of things that in your head, and something silly might happen, and it might just tip the scale, and you might just go into that space that you shouldn't be in.
Yeah.
You know, but like,
and that's why I keep at the running as well, Podge. It's, you know, I good from a mental side of it. I like when I'm training for a race or something, that like I wouldn't be drinking, or I'd be, you know, and when like I love, don't get me wrong, I love going and having a few pints. Say if we go, or you meet a couple of lads down in Brennan's or whatever it is now and again, I love the social side of it.
Yeah.
Sitting down, having a laugh, having a chat and all that. But then it's the days after kill me. So if I'm out on the Sunday, it's the Monday, the Tuesday, the Wednesday.
mentally.
Yeah. And that's why I said, you know what, just keep at the running. Keep yourself busy that way. And, you know, keep your mind clear.
Yeah.
But you're still not fully dealing with,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? You're kind of not fully dealing with everything. So,
But I think you're open to help.
yeah.
So I think
Yeah.
a day will come where you will pull the trigger on whatever you need to.
Look, and
You know.
I don't mind saying it. Like because I'd be hoping maybe one person might listen to this
Yeah,
and
yeah.
go, do you know what? Maybe it's okay to go. And I've spoken to different people, but it's just finding the right person, Podge.
100%.
Is it like
Yeah,
sometimes I find
100%.
with different people, and no disrespect or anything, but it's almost kind of scripted. It's
Off the same template.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know what.
Yeah.
You nearly know what they're saying,
Yeah.
and you're nearly giving them an answer
Yeah.
to kind of satisfy them.
Oh, look, I had around COVID time. I had cognitive behaviour therapy, and I went through 2 or 3 different lads before I found the right one. Like,
Yeah.
and it's just 5 or 6
And
sessions.
you have
It's
to,
just-
you might be lucky with the first Podge,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
it
you
could be
might
the
be.
5th or 6th or
Yeah.
10th person that
Yeah.
you see.
But that even back then, that was a brave step to take. Like,
Yeah.
to jump in and do something like that.
Mm.
Because you didn't know. Because as I said to you, you go back to your root core. You didn't do shit like that. Or I'm not trying to say we came from the Bronx or anything like that, but just wasn't the thing, was it?
No.
Do you know? It just
Never heard
wasn't
of
the thing.
anybody getting count. And Podge, don't get me wrong, there's people who will have had a lot worse upbringing than we would have had.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, and,
Yeah,
and there's
absolutely.
I always say that, and
Close to
Tim
us.
said there's always somebody in a worse position
Yeah.
than you.
in the area we're in, close, you know.
But you never would have heard of any, like, if somebody was seeing a counsellor, you almost were picturing The Sopranos.
yeah.
And, like, you know, Tony
100%.
lying down on the
Yeah,
couch
yeah,
talking. You always thought that was what, or it was an
Yeah.
American thing, or
Yeah.
it was something that maybe you saw Coronation Street or whatever. Like, it
But
wasn't.
But
the
you know
known
what it
thing,
is,
like-
guys? Times have moved on so much now. If lads can go to Turkey to get new hair and new teeth and new nose and new
Yeah.
jaw and wherever else, surely men can open up and go and try and seek out help wherever they need, be it for grief, be it for addiction, be it for
Yeah.
whatever. Do you know?
No, yeah, and I would genuinely would think that more people would be talking now.
But you're a good advocate
That
for
would
it
mean-
because you're in a good space now.
Mm.
Would
Yeah,
you-
yeah,
is that
yeah.
fair to say?
Yeah, no, I would be. Yeah.
You're happy.
Yeah.
Are you?
So I'm telling you, I am. I'm happy I'm here.
Yeah.
I know.
brilliant.
Yeah. No, look. You can always improve on yourself. Always.
Yeah.
You know, you can always. We're all carrying something.
Yeah.
Everybody is carrying something, and that's probably one thing that I've kind of learned over the last couple of years, and that in particular respect. You know, you could be in work, you could be having a bad meeting with somebody, or you
Just
you
a
could
bad
be,
day.
could be
guys. We
down,
have
like
bad
I'd be
days.
down around Pats, and lads are annoying you or doing whatever.
Yeah.
But I would always now be able to step back and say, do you know what? You don't know what he's going home to. You don't know why he's here. What he's down here for a release.
Yeah.
You're looking at people, they're going through something.
Yeah.
There's nobody in this world that's not going through something.
I agree 110%.
It's just that we're all going through different things at different scale. Like,
it's very easy to go into a complex where you're a victim. I think with you especially that you're fucking intelligent and mature enough to understand that you're not on your own in every sense, and that there is situations out there that you can impact. Yeah, and that you have the mindset to impact yourself through your running, through your training, through your habits.
Yeah.
Which is a good thing, man.
Oh no, definitely, yeah.
Do you know
Look,
what I mean?
there's I've good habits. I will say that, yeah. I do have good habits, but you just need to kind of maintain them. And whatever you find, running was the one for me. I did not think.
For me, it was eating.
But you enjoy eating?
Yeah, joking. No, it was exercise. I think exercise is the key.
Yeah.
And just
triggering something in your in your brain and
endorphins and all that crap.
Releasing that kind of
testosterone release and all that jazz.
Yeah, like you need to be doing something like.
Yeah, I think I'm going to move on from that. That went to a space I wasn't expecting, but I really enjoyed it.
No, I wasn't either. No, to be honest. Yeah.
I enjoyed you being open with it. It was it's good, and and I just want to say that I am here for you. You know that I'm here for you.
No, I appreciate that.
There's a good network there for you as well.
Look, family around me, some really good friends and friends who are going through their own problems and issues and have been over the years, but they're still there, which is always a sign of true friendship, isn't it?
100%, absolutely. I think the beauty about us and the group of friends that we have, we mightn't see each other for a year.
Yeah, but you can pick up straight away.
Well, doing up is like not changed, which I think is unbelievable.
Yeah, a lot to be said for it, yeah.
Unbelievable. And like you meet someone after, I crack now.
Yeah.
I haven't seen you for a year, like.
Yeah.
And then you just pick up and you're just gone, like it's brilliant.
We meant to hug now, or
huh?
Do we have to hug now?
No, we won't be hugging. What do you think people's first impression of you is?
What do I think people's first impression of me is or will be? That don't know me.
Give me both.
I'll turn the question around and ask you that. What do you think?
First impression of you? Spa. I'm only joking. Sure, having known you first, the first impression is a good friend, best friend. Is that an impression?
No. I know what you mean.
Character, unbelievable character.
Yeah.
Character. At your pomp, any room you walked into was yours.
Any room I walked into, all right.
At your.
Wouldn't say anything like that now about myself, to be honest.
Yeah, I think your personality is. I would have been a quiet in our friends group. I would have been within friends. I'd be smart, but outside, I'd probably be a little bit anxious and very quiet and
kind of introverted to yourself.
But around friends, I wouldn't be.
Yeah,
but I wouldn't have never seen you like that. Like you would have been someone I would like, man.
Borderline annoying, like.
No, more like he's cool, man.
I know. If I know people within a group setting, yeah. Like if there was 4 or 5 random strangers, like I wouldn't just get over and start talking.
But that's just respect, though. Like I think if you go into a room with random strangers,
some people who are like, I'm very introvert. I actually am. Whereas a lot of people are extrovert, and they could go over and say, "Oh, how are you? And what are you doing here?" And like I'd be kind of on the edges, like waiting for somebody to maybe walk by, or I wouldn't just go and join. Like if I went into a bar on my own and there was 4 or 5 people sitting there, I wouldn't just go over and sit with them. Whereas other people I know would. They just go in and sit down and go, "Oh well, do you mind if I sit here?" I'd kind of linger.
Yeah.
So definitely
for eye contact. Try and make eye contact.
Try and make eye contact. Yeah. And you're kind of
no, I get you as well. No, yeah, but
look,
you're super intelligent as well. It'd be like you're a very intelligent guy. You always were. I remember you when we were kids. You explained to me what a second was.
A second?
Yeah.
As in time?
Yeah. Do you know what second
Yeah.
is? I was like,
Your father was very intelligent. Father was an intelligent man, in
Yeah,
fairness to him. Yeah,
he was.
He was. Yeah, he was. And I probably would have been asking him random stuff like
Yeah.
that. What's a second or what's a minute? First impression, that's a good question. Like, I don't know.
do you think people like it?
I wouldn't give them a reason to dislike me.
Great answer.
Put it that way. I wouldn't.
What
I
answer?
wouldn't be ignorant to somebody.
Yeah,
Do you know? But then again, Podge, it's all about
perception.
but like what day of the week you catch somebody on.
yeah, it's true enough as well.
So,
yeah,
like, you could go in to a couple of and there's a couple of people there, and you're talking to them. You know them, I don't.
yeah,
I could just easily go, oh well, I'm Guich.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you. Or else I could stand back and wait for you to introduce me.
yeah,
So sometimes it's all about that particular moment and
yeah.
what kind of form you're in, what kind of humour you're in. Like, because you're up and down. Some days you're in good form, other days you're in. You might be in bad form or not as good. So I don't think I'd give anybody a reason to dislike me. I don't think so
Yeah.
anyway. Somebody might say different, but
Yeah, no, I don't think.
I think I'd give everybody a chance. I'd
Yeah.
be kind of friendly with somebody when I start talking to them, and I'd be interested in them, as in, all right, so you're from Kilkenny. Oh, I know such a person, and all this kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
you'd be a good listener, like.
Yeah, yeah.
You'd be a good active listener.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, and if someone started talking to me, I wouldn't walk away from them or be ignorant. Like, I'd stay chatting with them. Like,
Which is
yeah.
good news, because that makes, in my opinion, that makes for a good podcaster.
Yeah, and that's why
Not that we're ever going to be
I'd be
podcasters.
interested.
Well,
I'd be interested in people,
yeah,
and once they start engaging with me, because Leslie always says to me, like, you know, if we go and doing the shopping, like,
yeah,
she said, and I could be going for a few things, and an hour and a half later I come back,
yeah,
and she's like, who are you talking to?
yeah,
Oh, I met what's his name, and then I met what's his name,
Yeah.
and like, she's like, you know everybody, and you're talking to everybody. I said, yeah,
Yeah.
because if I make eye contact with them on the aisle, I'm gonna go down and talk to them,
yeah.
and I don't know when to walk away from somebody.
Yeah.
I don't. Like,
Yeah.
I could be an hour, and they could be looking at their watch or their phone, as in saying, I need to go here, and I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
come here, actually, you know. So I like talking to people.
Yeah, I'm the opposite. I hate meeting people in public that I know.
Why?
I don't know. Maybe it could be an anxiety thing or something. No, I
But
would.
yeah,
I
like,
would stop
when
to
we were
talk
growing
with
up, you
someone.
would have been the quieter one of our group. Like,
Oh, yeah, 100%. Yeah,
you would have been the quieter one.
would have been the
yeah.
last person you would have put a microphone in front of. Like,
Yeah. Well, no, because you were always going around messing on microphones, and you know, you're testing 2 1 2 and that.
yeah.
kind
Well,
of
but
stuff.
that would have been within. That would have been within.
Yeah.
That was within
But I suppose, yeah, if you were to think of if
the wider circle.
one of
I
us
wouldn't be
were
like
to go
that.
on and be sitting in front on
it
YouTube
wouldn't-
or anything.
it wouldn't have been me. But no, yeah, I don't know what. Not that I dislike people. I think people are the most important thing on this planet. Hardest thing to manage, but most important thing on this planet. But I don't know if I see someone. I will always say hello. How are you? How's things?
Yeah.
But I'd always try and do it in passing.
Yeah. Where I couldn't.
I seen Pat Kavanagh last night in Rats. I like Pat. Great time from gentleman and
Young Pa.
old Pat.
Oh, yeah.
And I just walked past. Well, Pat, how's things? How are you? And walked on like.
Yeah.
And I should be. Why didn't I just stop and talk to him?
Yeah, and I couldn't do
Do you
that.
know?
No, I'd stop.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm terrible.
Yeah.
I'm terrible for it.
Yeah.
Anyway, tell me this. Why did you decide to come on when asked join the podcast?
I got a phone call from the board of directors and said, "Will you come in? We're on our knees. The place is burning down around us.
Yeah.
Will you come in?" And look, sure. I think from the very first episode, yourself and Popa done, I've been interested, obviously, in the podcast.
Yeah.
Because obviously you're one of my best friends. I'm going to have an interest in that way. But I was always interested, even giving you feedback and stuff, as if I was a podcaster.
Yeah.
Never in front of a camera.
No, you were the first
in a
person to ring me.
studio in my life,
You're the first
yeah.
person to ring me. Yeah.
And you used to ask me, and I was kind of interested, and especially then when you went to when I went to YouTube,
Yeah.
because I like watching it.
Yeah. Me too.
You know, I like watching them. Sometimes, obviously, look, depends on what you're doing, that you have to listen. But I do like watching them, and I was kind of, do you know what? I'd love to go on I'd love if Podge got me on. Actually said to myself one day, just even though who am I really to get on as a guest? And then when we won the league with Pat, he asked me the night we won it straight away. I was like, I'll go on. So I was kind of interested, just kind of to see how the setup of it all was and all that. And then I suppose as it's grown and I'm watching it more and listening to it more. Now I was never angling in to try and come on.
No, you weren't. No,
nothing like that. But I was always interested in giving you the feedback and you used to ask me, and I was always honest with you. And if something was crap, I'd tell you it was crap. Or if you said something you shouldn't have,
you would call me on it.
I would have always said to you for the right reasons. Like,
do you remember what you said to me after the first episode? Do you remember something you said to me that stood out to me that no one's actually ever said to me before in my whole life in anything I ever done in my life?
No, you may remind me.
You actually said to me, Podge, I'm quite proud of you.
Right.
It's the first time.
It would have been the case, yeah.
But I know this
this
is sponsored by fucking Kleenex. But that was the first time ever that I've ever heard that.
Yeah.
No, not that I was going around chasing that affection of all.
No,
I've been told I've been loved and you're great and all that.
Yeah, yeah.
But do you know when you hear someone say, I'm actually very proud of you?
Well, it was, but sure, for us, like, you're sitting and one of our group is, like, you're on a podcast, you're on Spotify, there's all of that side to it as well.
Yeah.
So obviously would have meant it. And then I suppose when you asked me through the bonus episode to text me one day, and I said yes straight away. I'll come in and do it. Which after I text you, I was like, you've said yeah to him straight away. Like, I didn't even think about it. Whereas
I know.
I'm surprised I didn't overanalyze it and go, oh Jesus, like, what if I say the wrong thing, or what if I'm shaking in the chair, or what if I get stage fright when you ask me a question, or what if I'm stuttering or whatever the case. And it probably was that first night with Badger, for the bonus one that we done it, like, and then I don't know, just seeing the setup, like, it's not like the setup, the production side of it, the cameras, like,
team that's there and everything.
You know, I'm not trying to do a sales pitch here or anything, but it's unbelievable. Like, there's definitely people podcasting around Ireland who are not lucky to have this kind of setup.
100%.
And then, like, there's people who genuinely wanted to be successful as well.
Yeah.
You know, there's people putting in a lot of time and effort and everything in the background that obviously you don't see.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
And then look for the opportunity for us to do it together then as well.
Yeah.
Like, that's the biggest draw of it.
Yeah,
like,
it's massive.
Because we'll have a laugh together doing it. You know, we'll know when to be serious. We'll know when we can have a laugh, and
I don't know, will we?
We can correct each
We
other.
will.
I'll correct you. You'll correct me.
You know,
I won't be afraid to say to you, "Jeez, Podge, what did you think of that?" Because I did say to you the first couple. I said, "What did you think? Anything?"
Yeah, no, you're looking for feedback.
For feedback, yeah, and that was wasn't for anything, any kind of self praise.
It wasn't vanity.
No, it wasn't. It was just to make sure that if
am I doing okay?
Should I stop saying
certain
things, or should I stop slagging certain people and
never
and
stop
all of that,
slagging.
like, and so it's there's a lot of reasons, mainly obviously being here with yourself, and then the setup is unbelievable, like,
very, very impressive, isn't it?
and it's one thing which I'm kind of very surprised at with myself, is that I don't really think of it that you're being recorded, or that the camera is on you on YouTube or anything like that, and kind of not afraid to have an opinion on something, because some people will agree with you, more will probably disagree with you, which is the beauty of it. And look, hopefully I won't offend anybody too much. If I do, it's not intentional, unless you're certain people. Murph.
That's all the questions I have for you guys. We do have quick fire questions, right? So we'll go through them. I don't know how long we're gone. We're gone a while. It's 9:20. What time do we start at?
That's it.
6:30.
No.
Tea or coffee?
I like both. Tea, I'd say, because Leslie doesn't drink coffee, so there's more tea drank in the house. I could go a week without a coffee.
I'm going the same, yeah.
Go a week without a coffee. But then when I get one, I'll have one every day for a week.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I wouldn't...
I prefer tea now as well.
Look, I do. I love a cup of tea first.
I like coffee. I do like coffee,
but first thing in the morning, I love a cup of tea.
Yeah.
And then...
cigarette.
After breakfast... No, not cigarette.
For me.
After breakfast, I'll have another one, and then you'll have one after lunch, and then you'll have one at night time watching
Yeah.
telly or whatever. Yeah.
Early bird, night owl.
Probably, and I'd probably have to be a bit of an early bird running, especially say if you're doing any say marathon training. Say when you get into the big distances at the weekend, you could be maybe I remember being up at maybe 5:15, just get breakfast because you could be going out to run for anything from 20 to 30k.
Gotcha.
So I'd say early bird that way. It used to be a serious night out.
You did in the heat of night.
I used to watch some
Poetry,
ridiculous programs.
Water Rats.
In the heat of the night. Pacific Palisades, I think was another one I used to watch.
Infomercials.
Oprah,
Yeah.
Dr. Phil.
Yeah.
Anything that was on between 1 a.m. and 5 a.m. And I used to sleep. Do you remember downstairs, my mother's house, there was the bedroom downstairs off the kitchen.
Off the kitchen, yeah.
And had a telly in the room, obviously, he'd be in bed. And my father was
Early riser.
very early, like 5, 5:30 every morning, all year round, whether it was summer or winter. And I'd hear him getting up and I'd have to turn the telly off
Yeah, go to bed.
and go to sleep. And I'd get up then at
Serious owl.
12 or 1 o'clock.
Owling.
So I
all
get me 7 or 8 hours in.
yeah.
And I'd get up and I'd call down to you or
Yeah.
we'd go do whatever. But yeah, I used to watch In the Heat of the Night and all these programs that were... But I loved them. I
Yeah.
used to love them. And because they were always a continuation.
Water Rats was a good program. That was the doctors on the planes. Was that Water Rats?
No. In the water, sure, there was the police and the...
Oh, it was the police.
Yeah.
Sorry, not the doctors. Oh, the doctor one was called Flying Doctors.
Yeah. But you see, the thing is, if you watched Water Rats tonight, it was tomorrow night's episode was a continuation.
Yes,
so it was always,
so you had to stay.
there were series I was watching.
Yeah, you were
and
following through, yeah.
Then, like on a Monday and a Wednesday, you might have had Melrose Place. Like, anything I could get my hands on. 4 channels, like this was as well.
Yeah.
This wasn't like I was with a Sky remote in
You're
bed.
on Sky Plus and around.
No, it was all the 4 channels.
Your
4
own
Irish channels. Your news used to kick in then.
Do
That's when I knew I had to go to bed and go to sleep. And
I've often done a couple of hours of your own news now.
Yeah, and then France 24 used to come on in French then. And
Yeah.
but yeah, I was a serious night owl.
Yeah.
Yeah, for a good few years.
Favourite food?
Favourite food? Curry.
Yeah.
Love curry. All types of curry.
Mm.
Yeah, curry.
Favourite
You
curry?
like cooking?
Would you get curry in Chinese? We're going Chinese, yeah?
No,
No, I was thinking that.
wouldn't really get a Chinese. Well, get it now and again.
Oh, like if you're talking about like curry, you're making it.
Homemade. Yeah. Like we would very rarely get a takeaway.
I thought you were going to say shepherd's pie.
Used to love shepherd's pie.
Yeah, you used to sing about
love
it and everything.
Yeah,
Shepherd's pie is quite nice. You had the song on your years ago.
Remember that?
Yeah, I do. I won't forget it.
Used to have it every Saturday. Yeah. Shepherd's pie. No, curry. What's my favourite curry? Any of them really.
Like
I don't have
like
a
a green curry, a red curry,
I love a green curry, a red curry.
butter chicken. Is that
Love
classic
butter
curry?
chicken. Yeah, I suppose it would be.
chicken's
Yeah,
unbelievable,
love
isn't
butter
it?
chicken. Yeah, or the Indian.
Oh, the one down there, Greg. What's that called?
Yeah, Curry Garden
Where
over
nice.
Biles. Yeah,
Yeah, it's lovely,
haven't
man.
had it over there in a while, but no, we do a lot of cooking.
Yeah.
A lot of cooking. Yeah, cook a little. Like Leslie's a very good cook. Like flavour wise and all that, she's
That helps.
very good. Yeah. But no, we do like our curries. Yeah.
Love a curry, man.
But
I'm the same as you. If I was going to Chinese, I'd never order curry.
No.
It'd be more of a fucking satay or more of a Cantonese or something.
Yeah, or like chili chicken or shredded chicken,
shredded
something
chicken.
like that. But if I was going, like say for pub food or like a restaurant and there was curry on the menu,
Would you get it?
I'd get it. Yeah, a lot of the time I would get it. Yeah,
Yeah.
'cause bit of rice, naan bread, and
Half and half.
Chips.
Rice and chips. Oh, yeah.
always chips. No, sometimes
One food you hate?
there's 2. I can't split them. Ketchup and vinegar.
Yeah,
Class them as foods?
I'm with gin vinegar. Remember the time we had
Chip
the
or
argument?
vinegar, I don't mind.
Remember the argument we had McDonald's one day?
McDonald's, yeah.
Remember that? How old are we then? We're 14.
What, about 2 weeks ago, I'd say. Was it?
Where you were saying you can't get McDonald's, you can't get vinegar at McDonald's. I'm in the same as you. I don't like vinegar.
No.
Remember we sat down in a restaurant and you said, "Sure, go up there at the counter and see if you can get it." I said, "All right then." No vinegar at McDonald's. That's
vinegar.
why you said the world's leading restaurant chain
doesn't
has no
have
vinegar.
so
Tells you
no
how
one
good
should
it
have
is.
it. Yeah.
I never liked vinegar.
Do you know what? Actually, the chip or vinegar, I can stand that. I wouldn't get it now. If I was getting a
No.
bag of chips, I'd get salt. I wouldn't get salt and vinegar. But if there was a little bit of vinegar on a chip, I wouldn't mind it. But
I
it's
wouldn't be
the
overly upset.
is it the malt vinegar? Do you know
Yeah.
you get? I hate the smell of that goes
It's
through me.
rancid. Yeah.
And ketchup, no, I don't like ketchup.
I like salt and vinegar crisps. I
Yeah,
don't
some of them
mind
can be
McDonald's salt and vinegar.
too
Some of them
strong.
can be too strong.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
I
really
don't, I
strong.
don't mind them, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Oh, is it
know.
ketchup? You're not a ketchup guy.
No, or mayonnaise.
You're very plain. You are a plain eater.
I used, yeah, and I'm not as bad anymore. When I was younger, no ketchup or mayonnaise. Don't like either of them. Like most other
like
sauces,
ketchup.
I'd say. No,
Dogs or cats?
oh dog.
That changed for you. You weren't that guy when you were younger.
Do you know what it was? I always got confused. Do you know when a dog would run up to you
Yeah.
and we're excited to see you?
Yeah.
I always thought a dog was going to attack me.
Okay.
That's what I thought it was. And where a lot of that would have stemmed from was John McGrath had a Springer Spaniel. Remember Jodie was her name?
Yeah. Yeah.
Over in the house across from Smullen. Years. So a Springer Spaniel, when you go into a house, a Springer is not going to sit down.
Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely. This
going
dog
to greet you.
was wild.
Yeah.
So someone new comes into a house, the dog will be all over them, will be
Yeah.
going. And I always confused that with the dog is trying to attack me.
Yeah.
So I know I never would have been mad dog kind of fan. Especially know where some dogs might kind of nip at your hand, not
Yeah,
trying
yeah.
to bite, playing with you like.
Yeah. Yeah. Playful.
Yeah, yeah. And there would have been a couple of dogs on the street as well, up towards Murray's, and Joe Maher's parents would have had lovely Labradors.
Remember
and
Bill
that,
Deverell's dog?
oh yeah, little small
Yeah,
Yorkshire
Yeah.
Terriers, yeah.
Never out.
Yeah,
As
like
soon as he
Liam
would
Kelly
bark.
would have had like Jack Russells, and
Yeah.
but dog, like yeah, they'd be only coming over to you, whereas
Yeah.
I would mistake that for
Attack.
and I'd be like, oh, no, go away. But no, now dogs should have a dog. So
You know, Louis
Louis Byrne, yeah,
sits up.
like America,
Unbelievable.
he knows everything but talk now at this stage. But
Yeah.
no, it's
You've had Louis a while, though, haven't you?
He's 8.
8.
Well, yeah, he was 8 the other day. I'll get him on next week. He'll be good.
Yeah, bring
Yeah,
Louis
get
on.
him
Sitting
on.
up, sitting up in a chair.
Sit up in the chair. But no, do you know what? And it's Sharon and a few were always there to me. Oh, look at you over the dog, like, you know, fussing and. But the one thing about having him was that he's been there through everything that we've kind of gone through
Constant,
over the
yeah.
last. And like a dog's affection, like, is unbelievable. And he is very, very affectionate.
Can't match it.
He's very affectionate.
So we're the same over the cat.
Yeah. And some people are. I'm not a cat person at all.
Either was I until I met my wife.
Yeah. Not at
We've a
all.
cat there, and we went on holidays for whatever it was, 3 weeks or 2.5 weeks. Like, we have people going to see the cat every day. Like,
Yeah. Just to see it, like.
do you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
just to make sure everything is okay. And
Yeah.
no, the cat isn't affectionate, but you kind of grow to love that it's not affectionate, and then you try and chase its affection.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
fucked
yeah.
up.
Yeah,
yeah.
no, like a cat wouldn't really curl up on the couch beside you, would you? Not all
Sometimes,
cats. Would they?
yeah. Sometimes they'll come in between two of you or whatever.
I just can't trust them.
But no, I would never trust them either.
No.
Like I would.
No, I
never.
know you look. A cat
But
person could say you can't trust a
to,
dog.
You grow to love them. That's the thing about.
Yeah, well, look, I think any pet that you would have,
You grow
but
to love.
no, a dog 100 times over 100, I'd pick a dog over a cat.
Summer or winter?
Summer, love the sun,
Love it.
love sun.
Love
Yeah,
it.
Don't mind the winter if it's dry.
Dark
Don't mind the
mornings.
cold. I like running in the winter is good.
Dark mornings is killer.
Yeah,
I don't like dark mornings.
yeah, dark mornings are, but they don't last too long either.
No. Night in or night out?
Night in,
Hmm.
night in, and if I was on a night out, I'd be thinking of a night in, but I'd never think of a night out when I'm on a night in.
What does a night in look like for you?
Watch something, definitely watch some kind of program or something together, because we're kind of, watch the same kind of things.
Yeah.
I'd never go to one room, lazy go to another room and watch something. We'd always watch something together.
Yeah.
Usually the dog would be there, and after having a bit of dinner, clean up, cup of tea,
Ideal, isn't it?
biscuit, bar, chocolate, and you'd be
Isn't it?
looking at a series or whatever. That's yeah.
bliss to me.
Yeah,
I love that.
I love that, yeah.
That's the favourite
yeah.
part of my day, Guich.
Yeah, that's what I...
Two of you sitting down on the couch. You ready? No, usually Nick like, goes upstairs washing floors and all that. But I just think there's something about a cup of tea, the company,
Yeah.
feet on the lap there, and yeah.
Yeah. No, night out. Not a night out, as in like a couple of pints watching a match with the lads or something. I love that kind of stuff and go home.
It'd be very rare I'd say no to my friends if they wanted to go for a drink.
Yeah.
Very rare.
Yeah.
No, I actually remember we met, Jesus, probably for your birthday, we had a few in the Irishmans.
Yeah.
But like I went home early, but that's because I can't really drink.
Yeah.
But I'd very rare I'd say no to any of my friends.
Yeah,
if they
yeah,
asked me to come for a drink. Very
Yeah, and
rare.
that like even just having a couple is nice. Yeah. But no,
Yeah.
I'd be a night in before a night out.
Yeah.
Definitely, yeah.
One word to describe yourself.
One word to describe myself.
These are quite quick fire, aren't we? We're not even halfway through.
Probably, I'd say unselfish. I'd actually get more satisfaction out of doing something for somebody than for myself. That makes sense.
Do you know that's very common in people?
You think, yeah?
In people I know, yeah.
Yeah, like
I don't know if people are saying it to portray it to. I don't know if people. You're not saying to.
I'd rather buy somebody a gift than buy myself something.
Yeah.
That kind of
okay.
thing.
So I don't know if people. I believe you, but I don't know if people say that just to portray themselves as a good guy.
Yeah. And they're actually selfish.
They're actually
behind it
selfish.
all, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably the first word that'll come to mind, yeah.
Yeah, love it.
Could be wrong. But
Biggest strength?
probably
Selfishness.
my legs. Done a little bit on my legs lately, yeah. Biggest strength, I've probably learned in recent years to not really be fazed by anything or by anybody.
I understand that.
Like, what's the point?
There is no
No.
amount of shit someone could throw at you that you haven't dealt with before.
Yeah, just, you know what, just get on with it, like, you know what I mean? And
Do you understand that nothing in life is going to surprise you anymore?
oh, 100%, yeah, definitely. And look, you're hoping you don't get any surprises for a long time and all of that, but
That is a savage strength.
yeah, I think, and probably maybe more than I would realise as well, yeah, that it's like, look, be grand.
Yeah. Biggest weakness?
Probably my arms, 'cause I'm doing a good bit on my legs. Not doing much on my arms. I'm starting to do a little bit more on my arms. Weakness, look, there's probably a couple. Over-analysing things.
You are a root cause guy. You're
Yeah,
a
but
root cause guy.
it's every day and work.
It's in your
It's
professional
what I
life.
do.
Yeah.
I kind of try and preempt too many things that may not happen.
Yeah.
And yeah, probably bringing that home. So, what do you want for dinner? It's kind of then it's like, right. So what have I had already today? Am I running tomorrow? No, then I can't have that. But I can't have the other thing because I'll probably run 2 days. You know, all this stupid stuff. Like, rather than what do you want for dinner?
Yeah, that killed.
Give me probably I can't make a decision.
Yeah.
As in quick fire decisions.
That must have shed it off dugouts, did it?
There's no one in Dugouts League.
Yeah.
So I couldn't even give you an answer there. Cause I'm
Yeah, I know, yeah.
You know,
I know.
so
No, I got
So
that.
there's a weakness, and yeah, that's probably the one I'd say.
Favourite film? Bit in the boat.
I've seen a bit on the ball. Favorite film. I was always of the opinion, you know, when you're looking at or listening to these kind of things, and it's favorite film, favorite this, to pin it down to just one. But if I had to give you an answer, the original Top Gun.
Oh yeah.
Love Top Gun.
Do you like the new one?
It wasn't bad for a remake.
That was great.
Yeah, it wasn't bad because generally they don't be.
No, well, was it?
It was good. Yeah. No, I loved the first one. The soundtrack and all that. And I think the one thing I find with a movie is I could go back and watch it again and would have forgotten most of it.
Yeah, it's layered.
Yeah. So if you were to say to me we could start talking about Top Gun, I'd be like, don't remember that bit now, but I know I've seen it.
Remember the bit where the boom, the speaker and microphone thing comes in?
Where I caught it.
Prick. Worst habit? Indecisiveness.
Yeah, probably.
Sorry for answering it for you.
Worst habit, yeah.
Funniest
Yeah.
person you know?
Funniest person I know. In fairness, there's a few very, very funny people I know. One of them sitting in front of me here. Comedian or
There's
real
plenty
life?
funnier. No, who you know? There's plenty funnier than me from.
But you see,
Your brother Ben's hilarious.
yeah, Ben, Abby has a certain funniness about him. Brett has a certain funniness. Like, you know, there's different people. Lee has a particular sense of humour.
Yeah.
Dugouts, Pat, like Timo would cut you with a sense of humour. Timo's very like his father.
Yeah, he's fun. He's
It's
not
it's
funny
quick,
on
it's,
purpose.
It's witty, yeah.
Yeah.
Like we're actually just talking about Timo's father. He was out around the cemetery mass in Slatey a couple of weeks ago, and I saw myself and Pat. Some of them were walking out, and Pat said something to Pat, "How are you doing? How are you?" and all that.
Yeah.
Pat, real serious, Pat. Jeez, I nearly ended up in hospital last week again. And wait, what happened? No, Pat, real serious. I looked on Facebook and it was 8 Greg lads playing for Laois Masters. So Timo would have that in him,
He
and he
would.
mightn't
He
really
would.
realise it.
Oh, he
but
has
like,
in him, alright.
But I think everybody has a different kind of style and sense of humour,
Yeah.
and a different kind of funniness.
Yeah.
We'd have a good laugh at home. Actually, we'd be doing some stupid, funny, immature things, and that's great. Great to have that at home as well. But couldn't really put it down to one person.
Plenty in Greg, isn't there?
Yeah, there's a particular
Isn't there?
style and sense of humour in Greg.
Yeah.
Like I could go down to Brennan's and say Wisp, Ninja, Bob, and you'd have some laugh. And
The one thing, sorry,
Blondie, like, no, there's so many funny people.
The one
around.
thing I love about Greg Cullen is you could be in a group of lads of Greg Cullen and you wouldn't have to open your mouth and you would have had a great night.
Yeah.
Like
And
that's queer unique.
yeah. And nobody's funny because there's nobody telling jokes
No, it's just sneery. It's sneery, it's witty, it's sharp.
at each other. Like
Out your hand, it's going to be slapped.
yeah. So you could go into a group. There could be 5 of us there. And if you do something wrong
Oh, you are fucked.
at the start of the night,
Yeah.
you're getting hammered all night by
night,
everybody.
yeah.
So that's kind of.
Yeah.
But you laugh at it. And
Yeah,
it'll
you
be
love
someone
it.
else the
You love
next
it.
night, and
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
you know there's like it's all just it's you're always just laughing,
Yeah.
and it could be
Just shut up.
to
and
other
listen.
people it could be stupid. You know what I mean? You
Yeah, no,
always
I get
wonder
that
what
as well.
people looking in would be like. How is that? Why are they laughing at that?
Yeah.
Or what's so funny
Yeah.
about that?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it'd be hard just to say one
Yeah, it
person.
would. That's fair.
I thought
That's fair.
in real life. Comedians.
What phrase would you use most?
Now in a minute.
In the same. Yeah, just do it later.
Do that now in a minute.
Yeah, do it in a minute.
Yeah,
In the
remember my
same.
granny years and years ago said to me, I'd be asking you to do stuff.
Yeah.
Now in a minute. I'll do that now in a minute. And she said to me one day, you must have a very long minute because you have so many things you need to do now at this stage. Now in a minute. Probably now in a minute. Use it at home a good bit.
Yeah,
well.
use it the whole time. Yeah, no in a minute.
Yeah,
When are you doing that? No in a minute, no.
Yeah, I'll get that there now in a minute, yeah.
Yeah. If you could know, these last two we ask everyone, if you could know the absolute truth to any one question, what question would you ask?
If you could know the answer.
The worst question to ask you.
Yeah, because now
You're just getting there
I'm
now.
at different angles of it now.
Yeah, you're getting there now.
Why are we here?
Ooh.
So
In what context, though?
So I believe so everyone's
uh,
here for a reason. So what's your reason? What you're here on earth for? What's your
remit.
yeah. What's your purpose? What you here to do?
But do you think the answer would bring you? Do you think the answer would satisfy you? Like, what was a shitty answer?
And that's if that's what it is, that's what it is. I was accepted. Won't faze me.
Would you?
Yeah. Maybe you're better off not knowing.
Yeah, I think you are.
But maybe you're better off knowing. Because it could be whatever, you'll be a professional footballer.
It's a bit there now.
For that
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
But some I don't know, maybe something like that, yeah.
Yeah, that's a great question, and it's the first time anyone's ever asked that.
Because sometimes things are going against you in life, and you're like, "What am I bloody here for? Like, what's the purpose of me being here?" Like,
Yeah.
that's.
But
that's maybe where that comes from.
That's an intelligent thinker, though. That's an intelligent thinker. I'd never like.
Well, what would you say?
What am I here for?
Well, what? No. Well, if I was to ask you the same question,
Absolute truth to any one question.
yeah.
Oh, mine would be like curiosity. Did we land on the moon?
No, definitely not.
I would love to know about the creation. Like, are we being poisoned by what we consume? I'd love to know that. No, I smoke cigarettes, so I am.
Yeah,
Technically, I
am. Yeah. But you mean like as in
everyday things,
social media and
yeah, exactly. What we
context
consume
and
in
all
every
that.
day, are we been poisoned? But like, I'd never. I like if I asked the question why why are we here? Like if I'd be quite upset if you said, "But sure, you're just here to fill a gap. You're not here to do anything special. Get on with your life."
But that's what I mean. Like they're.
Oh fuck no! I couldn't deal with that. I couldn't deal with that reply.
You would
Great question, though.
Yeah.
Great answer. Sorry, great answer means great
question.
I'm brilliant, aren't I?
Good question.
It's a great
Podge,
question.
Yeah. I come on every week.
Yeah. If you enter a room with everyone you ever knew, who would you go to first?
Right now.
Yeah.
Living. Sure, you'd always
Anyone you ever knew.
Sure, living. You go straight to Leslie. Obviously, that's the instinct in you to go and protect and make sure someone's okay and all that. That'd be the first thing. And probably my mother.
Yeah.
Yeah, say my mother.
What would you ask her?
That's my mother. Good question. I don't know in a minute. Good question. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
don't think you'd ask her to think it'd be an embrace.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. It'd be difficult to ask one question because you'd probably
100%.
have 100, things that you'd want to ask. Like
that'd be emotional. No.
Yeah, it would be. Yeah.
Guys, that's all the questions. Well done. Really fucking enjoyed that.
Yeah.
We went a bit deep. It was a bit of humour.
Yeah,
a bit
went a bit
lighthearted.
kind of. But sure, that's what happens, isn't it?
Yeah, that's probably my fault as well.
And
because it's the curious
my
side of
thinking,
me.
and I'm trying to guess what questions you're asking me.
Yeah,
So I'm over analysing your questions, and then over analysing the answers.
On behalf of the podcast and Amplify and Hosey Podcast, I want to say thanks very much for joining us and coming on board with us. And I can't wait to work with you going forward.
Yeah, can't wait.
I think the transition will be smooth.
Yeah, look,
I
thankfully
think
I've
we'll
had
be fine.
the experience of being in here, and
Yeah.
I've had a few episodes under my belt, so big shoes to fill.
But it'll be filled.
Yeah.
Lads, just a quick reminder about our website. You can catch up on all the past episodes, keep up what's new, and you can have a look around on it. www.hosey.ie, and also you have a shop as well, and we sell all kind of things. Any money we make goes straight back into the podcast, as we do not get a penny. I didn't tell you that, guys. You're not getting any money out of this. This is going to be Guich's last episode.
Yeah.
But we do have guest exclusive jerseys that are out.
So
You won't get these, but if there's enough of them, as I said last week, interest, we'll sell them.
Nice.
This is for you, mate, because you are
Nice
technically a guest.
Thank you very much.
That is
I'm
medium
living in this one.
because you're
aren't I?
tiny. I think you have.
It's
Well, you
medium.
must have a few of them ones. Do you? Do you have a?
I have the very first one.
Okay.
I was one of the. Do you remember you had the black and the green
Yeah.
and red and kind of like the Carlo flickers in a Carlo jersey?
Yeah, that was nice. That was a nice one. It was
Yeah.
Carlo Sports and that, right?
Yeah, that was the very first one.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't. And then you had the white one.
Yeah. Them ones are done by JF Sports. I want to shout out JF Sports as well.
Yeah,
Thanks
they're
very
nice,
much
aren't
for
they?
putting them together for us.
I
Genuinely
like them.
appreciate it. As this episode is proudly sponsored by Carl Estimating, your one-stop shop for estimating and tender bids, extra capacity without the payroll or HR headache. As I said, that's it for this episode of the Hosey Podcast. If you enjoyed it, make sure to like, share, follow, subscribe. We are nearly at 5,000 on TikTok and 5,000 on Instagram. We're very close to it. If we could get over that line, that'd be absolutely monumental for a small podcast from Carlo. It'd be fantastic. Any questions, queries, go onto the website. There's a question box there, and we'll get it. We're getting a few queries in. We'll answer everything. We are as open as possibly could be. And again, we're all on all podcasting platforms. Anyway, as always, not my podcast.
Not my podcast.
It's Carol's podcast, your podcast. Good luck and God bless. It's actually Greg Cullen's podcast. No, two Greg
It
Cullen's.
is, yeah.
Anyway,
We'll have
good
to bring
luck.
that one in the next time.
The How Is He podcast is brought to you by Carol Estimating, your one-stop shop for estimating and tender bids. Extra capacity without the payroll or HR headache. See carolestimating.ie.